Hey y'all, it's Barrister Billy, and on this episode of Barrister Eats, I'm going to share with you a granola recipe. My family's tried several different granola recipes over the years, and currently this is our favorite. Now from time to time we will still buy granola in the store, mainly for convenience, but I personally like making it home better. There's a number of reasons for that. One, I can control what's in it. Two, it's easy. Three, it's a lot cheaper. And four, normally have all the ingredients that we need on hand. So let's gather some ingredients and get moving, and hope you enjoy some homemade granola.
For our ingredients, we have half a cup of a neutral oil. This happens to be olive oil. Now for our sweetener and binder, you can use half a cup of maple syrup, or you can use half a cup of honey. And what you see right here is a little bit less than half a cup of maple syrup and finished off with some honey. I just like the way that it helps flavor our granola. We have half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, half a teaspoon of kosher salt. We have some old-fashioned oats. We're going to end up needing 3 cups of those. And I also have a cup of nuts here. There's about 2/3 cups of pecans and 1/3 cup of peanuts here, just to get to a cup of nuts. If you don't like nuts, leave them out. If you like a different type of nut, put them in. Almond slivers would be good, but just about a cup of nuts is what you would need.
All right, making our homemade granola is very simple. We're just going to add our olive oil to a bowl, followed by our sweetener, half a cup of maple syrup, or half a cup of honey. In this case, it's just a little bit short of half a cup of maple syrup, finished off with honey to get the total of half a cup. Try not to make too much of a mess there. Then we're going to add salt, ground cinnamon. If you like it spicy, sometimes I will add cayenne to this. Sometimes I'll add Creole seasoning, but this we're just going regular. All right, that's pretty much it for those ingredients. We're just whisk them up until everything was combined, and then we're going to put in 3 cups of old-fashioned oats. You just do this right over the bowl. Don't worry too much if you get a little bit more than 3 cups. Granola is pretty forgiving. And we're also going to go ahead and add our nut mixture at this time, and we're just going to take a spatula, use a wooden spoon, whatever, and you just want to stir it up, kind of fold it, maybe a little bit more than stirring. We're trying to get a good coating of our wet mixture onto our dry mixture. All right, that actually looks pretty good, so we can move on to our next step.
Okay, we're almost ready to put our granola in the oven. You're going to want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Have a cookie sheet, parchment paper. Parchment paper is the best. It'll help keep it from sticking because this mixture is kind of sticky and it will clump up, which is what we want. That's why we use the maple syrup, or if you're using honey or a combination of those type things. If for some reason you find yourself without parchment paper, which I do on occasion, put a little cooking spray on there and that should help with that. But we're going to just pour this mixture onto our parchment paper in a single layer. Make sure you scrape the bowl so you get all the good stuff. And we're just going to spread this out. That looks pretty good there. I also like to give it a little shake because I like shaking things. And then we're going to put this in the oven for 20 minutes. In 10 minutes, I'm going to give it a stir, give it another little shake, and put it back in for 10 minutes. So I'll see you in about 20 minutes. Don't forget to check it and stir it halfway through. It's 10 minutes, halfway through. All right, I know you can't smell this wherever you're watching, but you probably wish you could because it smells absolutely delicious. Remember, 350 degrees, 20 minutes, halfway through. So at the 10-minute mark, ooh, it's done. Again, at the 10-minute mark, we're gonna give it a little stir and another little shimmy and shake. Back down, 20 minutes. Gonna take it out very carefully. Look at that. Beautiful granola. It smells wonderful. Don't put your face too close to the pan because it's hot. Okay, a couple of things that you need to know at this point in time. This has to cool. It is hot, so don't touch it. Don't try to eat it right now. It is sticky. If you like fruit in your granola, now is a good time to add it. Add up to a cup of dried fruit, whether it's dried bananas, blueberries, raisins are good in this. You can go ahead and add that cup of dried fruit to your granola now. Just kind of use your spatula to push it into it. That way it is be sticky, because we kind of want our granola to clump up. So when we reach into our container, we're getting clumps of granola. So this now is a good time to add it if that's what you want. We do not add dried fruit to our granola at this point in time. If you want to add chocolate chips or M&Ms, don't add those right now because they will melt. Unless you want melty chocolate stuff in your granola, then go ahead and add them. Save those for later. One of the reasons why we don't add anything to our granola at this point in time is because we don't know how we're going to eat it. You can let this cool, and in the morning I could use it as cereal. Just pour some milk over it. Also, I like to, as well as my kids, like to put granola in their yogurt. So if I put some kind of fruit combination or M&Ms, chocolates in there and they put in their fruit, might be a little bit weird. So we add those as needed, as you want, as much as you want. You maybe want to add some coconut or something like that if you want to live on the wild side. So again, we're going to let this cool off completely, then we're going to put it in an airtight container, and it will keep for about 2 weeks. It's never made it 2 weeks in our house, but that's what they tell me, is that this should keep for about 2 weeks. So we're going to let this cool off, then we're going to put it into our airtight container. When we're ready to eat it, we'll put it on our yogurt, may put it in a bowl, eat it as cereal, or may just eat it as a snack. And at that point, I'll throw in some M&Ms, some fruit, dried fruit, not fresh fruit, because that would be weird. Probably should have told, make sure you know that. So that's it. I can tell you, it smells absolutely delicious. I guarantee if you tried this, you're going to be saying it's good stuff. Thanks for watching Barrister Eats. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button right there. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at Barrister Eats. We'll see you next time.